Looks like it's gonna storm today, if anything. So, I don't want to put this inside of this game. So, apparently, Bungie likes to make at least one player inside of a match farmable. I don't understand what that reason is. Because every time that I spawned inside of an area, there's literally an enemy or the whole entire enemy squad spawning in the same area that I just spawned from. I get that their spawn thing is bad, but this is getting even worse. Because, for one, you're sitting over here and you're sitting over here, excuse me, but you're sitting over here and you're making at least one player inside the game farmable, which is, in my eyes, the most craziest thing of all time, because there's no way that every time that I spawn, there's either an enemy to my left, an enemy to my right, an enemy just spawned in the same area that I just spawned, leaving that same section, or I just spawned, walk out of the area, and I'm getting shot from the back by every bullet from the squad. It's ridiculous of where we're coming from with this. Because, as I tell people all the time, I don't have a problem with the game or whatever the case may be. Sure, a lot of people have, this biggest issue about Final Shape and whatnot. And they do believe that they're trying to save the game with Into the Light. Now, here's my take on everything. Everything that Bungie has done so far has not fazed me one bit, due to the simple fact of that if you're anything like these other games, such as Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, or Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Clash, if you are anything like these games right here, Bungie's doing a whole lot better. At least they're not, well, I don't know about reskins or anything like that, but Bungie has done a lot of reskins, but they're not doing it like Activision would do Call of Duty, or how every 2K game really is. Because literally in hindsight, I've seen worser than what Bungie is doing. I've played worser than what Bungie is doing. You want to know how worse some things get? I still have the Jedi game. I want to say the second to the first one. Yes, the second Jedi game. I have the deluxe edition. Never played. Still inside of this package. Not open. Nothing. And there's a reason behind I haven't played the game. It's just I haven't had the time to. Excuse me for a minute. So like, it's insane because of the simple fact of that, you got all these oh wow. You see what I mean? I literally just ran into this one area, and apparently you're telling me that I'm already farmable? Like, bro, there's no freaking way that I should be that freaking farmable. I just got in that area, and yet I'm farmable. Like, you can't tell me that, bro. You can't tell me that. And then not only that, but it's like, no matter where I go, there's going to be an enemy at least to my left or to my right. I have to literally check my left and my right before I go anywhere. See? And then I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the whatchamacallit. I want to talk about the what's it called? Okay, so I want to talk about the oh my God, why are you in my way? I'm sorry. So, sorry, but I'll explain that situation as well here in a bit. But another thing is Bungie's, what do we call it? I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, this game just doesn't seem to have exactly what it's supposed to have at this moment, due to the fact of that, you know, some people just sorry, it started focusing up. But wow. Now, another thing is, I love how we never address the elephant in the room. I love how we never address the elephant in the room. Okay, so Vex Mythoclast literally should have been nerfed at least about 10 times this season, due to the simple fact of that Vex Mythoclast is still putting out damage it's never supposed to have putting out. This weapon is literally putting out damage better than high impacts in freaking aggressive frames. Like, literally, it's putting out more damage than them, which I find to be kind of strange. But you know, we'll get into that a whole nother different subject, because like, literally, who's not understanding the simple fact of that it's literally putting out more damage than what it's supposed to? Now, granted, I understand it's an exotic, but an exotic's never supposed to do that. I'm literally using Revision 0, and Revision 0 doesn't even clap people like that. I'm sorry. Not unless they're like half health or so. Like, that right there, they had no shields. They literally had no shields. Come on, peek it. Peek it.
5 minutes left. Sound tactics.
He's not gonna peek that. You freaking dipshit. Oh, never mind. I digress. Got a dog. Okay, I can't remember which one is darkest before. I might have to try that one out. But don't try me, don't try me, don't try me, don't try me, don't try me. He's still trapped. And still got killed. Hey, take it. Not understanding is I got teammates that sit inside corners and it's like that. Okay. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so the team ratio to a game is like very, 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 very bad. I literally played a game where it was like I don't even know how to address it. So it was a trials game. It was a trials game. And the problem behind the trials game was that, hold on for a second. This motherfucker think he's just gonna spawn this little area. Show eyes down. So the problem was that they thought they was going like, so there was a trials game, of course there was a trials game. And I was literally on my seventh inning. Like, I was on my last, I used up both my mercies. And I was doing so good the entire freaking game. And then later on down the line, I get people that don't know what they're doing in the game. Let me explain to you what I mean when I say that. So what I mean is that throughout the entire game, right? We didn't miss. We didn't do anything. I had good players, everything. But in the 7th game, you give me sweats and you give me people that don't know what they're doing. So when I say don't know what they're doing, let me explain that part. Sorry if I just repeated that. So I literally had a person who played as a Titan that just thought that Titans are so OP, I could just run in here and just hit and shoot whatever and still not die. And then I had that one person who was playing as a hunter. Literally, and I mean literally, was shooting in the back, watched me die right next to him, turned next to me and just look and took the bullets. I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. The hunter did that for every game. And the Titan ran in for every game. And I'm just sitting over here looking like, do y'all not see the loadouts that they're running? Oh, sure. What's the name of that one exotic shotgun? I can definitely help y'all understand what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me escape out of this match real quick. And let me help y'all understand what I am talking about. Okay? Just hold on. Just hold on. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. So a lot going on. Okay, so hold on. Let me go here. I think it's a primary as well. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is all I can literally find inside of Trials of Osiris. Conditional finality and what's that one? Igneous hammer. Conditional finalities and igneous hammers. Or you might just, whoever is running technically a conditional finality is technically a sweat at that point. Because conditional finality, it has an 80 impact, a 30 range, but it hits like it's freaking, what's that one shot? Yeah, the chaperone. Like it literally kills like it's chaperone, one hit wonders. And literally, I never understood why. But when I looked at his stats, I was like, okay, so the stats are understandable, but and then it says, it fires stasis and solar pellets quickly. Like, that's understandable. That is highly understandable. It is highly understandable. Some of these weapons that are out right now, I literally can't get them due to the fact of that I have no one to run shit with or anything else. Like, sure, I'm part of a clan, but I'm on more than the clan. I'm sorry. I probably have more hours racked up than the clan does. I'm not gonna hold you. But matter of fact, I should be able to look that up. Hold on, let me take a look. I should be able to look that up, if anything. Because the PlayStation app should tell you exactly how much of this, that, and the third people been running. Yes, I have 856 hours in Destiny 2. That's only Destiny 2. That's only Destiny 2. Destiny 1, I got into the game, played it for a while, stopped playing because, as I said before, I didn't have people to play with. I got Destiny 2 thinking it would be different. Still have no one to play with. This is ridiculous. And a lot of people tell me that the reason why they stopped playing the game was because the game is like dying and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, well, apparently their servers are still running at least about 50 to 60 people a game. So I don't see where we're dying at. So getting back to where I was popping from, like Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I don't understand. Like, why is they acting like I can? Oh wait, no, they always do that for every last one. Never mind. But yes, if I ran into a game and I found a conditional finality, I was dealing with a sweat. That entire last game that I had on that 7th inning was literally like conditional finalities and igneous as hammers. There was nothing that we or the next person could do. And the crazy part to it, I don't even think I was out of all my mercies. I think I lost one mercy, and then they gave me that crap. And so I was like, okay, now I lost my last one. And then I went to another 7th inning. You gave me the same shit as before. Conditional finalities and igneous hammers. But the biggest problem was that at least the last one, I had a diversity of hunters and warlocks and a titan. This time you gave me three titans, and then I had two warlocks and a hunter. Granted, I was the hunter. When I tell you that Bungie pissed me off with this, I literally sat there and said, with this being said, I literally, and I mean literally, should never play another Trials game ever again. What's this? What? Okay, but back to this big ass elephant in the fucking room. I just did not understand how, in God's name, is this game's Crucible or its PvP still kicking after all the shit that we've ever gone through. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. I'll probably never understand it, but hey, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. But I just find it crazy that at least in every Iron Banner game, one player is farmable, really farmable. That person gets a spawn, and then he gets the whole entire enemy squad line behind him as he just spawned out of that area. Makes no sense, makes none whatsoever. And then every Trials game, there's a conditional finality and an igneous hammer around every single corner. At least switch up the diversity a bit for that, because like I can get if there's like people that randomly get into the same thing, but I literally shouldn't be running a team where I don't see what the other team is seeing. I could literally jump into a game of Trials of Osiris and literally still find people that plays with conditional finalities and igneous hammers put on the same team together, and then I get the shitty hand of it. I don't know what it is, but I've been getting dealt a shitty hand since the beginning of Crucibles, which is insane to me because I'm just like, why is it only me that gets that way? So then I'm thinking it's a KD ratio. If your KD isn't at a certain point, then you won't get the player that you're looking for. That's what I'm starting to think. And I'm just like, well, if that's the case, then why do we even have a KD ratio? Why do we even have this thing we call, fair game? Because at this point now, I see why there's so many people hacking the game, because literally people in the game is being treated unfair. You're matching them up with unfair plays. You give the enemy team OP people while you give the other side all the crappy people and expect the crappy people to come out on top. If that's the case, if that's the way how it's gonna be, then you really need to make at least all the OP people make their shots like not make any sense. When I say not make any sense, let them shoot one of us and it does no damage. No damage. None whatsoever. And then make it to a point where our shots can literally fly through a wall and kill an enemy. Because at this point, I'm down to just hack the game and just play it like that. But the only thing to it is that, why should I? Why should I make a game uncomfortable for something that y'all aren't fixing? The moral of this entire freaking video is, Bungie, step your game up. Because, like, literally, your PvP team is ass. It's literally ass. And I hate to say it. But the PvP team is ass. The PvP team is literal fucking ass. We need somebody else up in that bitch. Somebody that knows how to fucking balance the game. I will recommend somebody for y'all that I know that's going to make the shit balanced. And I can't complain with them. But y'all really need to step the game up. And I know what most people out there are probably going to think, like, why don't you hire up for the job? I would if I had the fucking degree, bitch. And a lot of people say, well, it doesn't take a degree. Who's going to start training a motherfucker on how to do that shit? I'll wait. I will wait. Until then, Bungie, please step up your game. Please fix the problem, and please do something about that. Because literally, if I have to join another Trials game and I'm playing against OP people versus me and the little quackling versus these OP people, then yeah, I don't think it's me. I think it's y'all. With that being said, I'm out.